Hi, I'm Gabrielle Bailey. I am a student at Northeastern University and I'm studying bioengineering and biochemistry with a pre-med track. I was in the JCYF class of 2021 and I'm this year's JCYF Distinguished Alumni Award winner. One of the major takeaways I got from being involved in JCYF is something I didn't really think about at the time, but I was exposed to not just some Jewish service organizations, but many different types. So I got a really good understanding of how people can help their community. In Boston, I really feel like I'm part of two Jewish communities. There's my campus community at Northeastern, but I'm also really involved in a senior home that I volunteer at. It's called Hebrew Senior Life. It's a Jewish senior home, and I volunteer there every week. I paint nails. And while doing that, I formed really good relationships with the residents and I started taking on more responsibility. So I started coming for special events, a few Shabbat dinners, meeting one-on-one with certain residents. And I decided that I kind of wanted to combine those two communities. So I started inviting my Northeastern friends to go with me to special events. And I really saw how joyful it was for everybody involved. I'm involved in Northeastern's Hillel. I'm on the board. Personally, I'm the chair of the Tikkun Olam committee, so I'll work with other students to create events that both service Northeastern students as in they get to know each other, but we also help the community through smaller organizations in the city. So kind of what JCYF does, but instead of giving money, we give our time. One example of this is we cooked a big meal and we donated most of it to a women's shelter. Then we had a small community dinner. Another event we did for Tikkun Olam, we made kits of little toys and crayons and stuffed animals and stickers for little kids. A lot of them were kids who were the siblings of or staying at one of the medical centers in Boston. It was just a little way to lift their spirits. Another way that I'm involved in Northeastern Jewish community is I participated in the freshman orientation as a older volunteer. And it was a really nice way to transition freshmen who might not have a good sense of community yet, who don't know anything about the school, and help them build friends and help them build relationships and help them see the ways that they can get involved in the Jewish community. I also did a program called Onward where I stayed in Israel for the whole summer. I did cell culturing in a biosensing lab. Being involved in JCYF gave me a lot of perspective about the different ways that I could help my community. So whether it's doing challah for hunger, which is something that we were involved in a little bit my year, there's so many different ways that you can get involved. So it really opened my mind. So the first thing I wanted to do as the president of the Tikkun Olam community was to step off of the campus and get involved in different organizations. And I think I only had that perspective because I did JCYF. I'm going to be donating the money I win from the Distinguished Alumni Award to the Northeastern's Hillel. It provides Jewish students with a built-in community on campus. It's where I've met my closest friends, but also a larger group of people who share my values. And with everything going on in the past semester with Israel, that's been really important to me. If I could share one thing with JCYF students, you're never going to regret going to volunteer at a soup kitchen or at a senior home or just going to Shabbat dinner because you're going to meet new people and it's going to affect your life in ways that you can't imagine before you do it. So I would just say go to college and be passionate about what you're doing, care a lot about the people around you, and you're going to form connections with all different types of people, and that's a really wonderful thing. I would like to thank the Jewish Community Youth Foundation, the Ricky and Andrew J. Schechtel Philanthropic Fund, and JFCS of Greater Mercer County.